aquarium, and later there will be a special guest
joining us to edit a picture for the sound
joining
checks.
us to edit a picture. So let's
Teach you how to do it.
What are we supposed to be doing, Grandma?
We gotta find the entrance.
Okay.
We'll walk until we find it, right?
Yep.
Right, Devin Sports?
Yep.
Sound check's over there with Graham.
Got it.
Well, let's go.
Want a big one? Hermit crab? Big one? Alright. Here's spider crab. Yeah, let's start with this. Get this really cool guy. Is it a boy? Spider crab, yeah. No. No, it's a girl. It's a lady. Do you want to hold it? You can just hold her like this. It's better to hold her by the sides though, because she might cling to you. She's gonna try to crawl or all around you.
Ah.
Yeah. Do you know how to tell if it's a boy or a girl?
Nope.
Yeah. The boys will have a rocket shape on their bellies. Yeah. So see how she's kind of wider? There's no real shape there. She's just a lady. So this guy is a boy. Because see the rocket shape? So there. That's how you tell the difference. Just kind of cool.
I have to go with the water.
See that? Inside? It's a periwinkle.
You can't go in there.
This is a
Grandma, look.
little one that's, she's
Hermit crab?
mid-transition.
I think
Oh,
cool.
no, she just, yeah, see, she's on her way. She took a dive. She's on a mission. It jumped right out of your hand. Okay, if you look here, you can see like her little antennas are coming out. She's trying to see what's going on, peeking out. Have you ever held a sea urchin before? Yeah? You want to hold one? Here. Here? That's pretty fun. Do you want to hold sea urchin? If you turn it upside down, you can see its mouth in the middle. Yeah. Is that
Show
cool?
it. Sound check, show
These
it.
guys are cool because they are the cousins of
You
sea
gotta show us around.
Mouse.
So they also have a mouth on the side just like they have. So we were at the beach this morning and yesterday in Portsmouth, and there are a lot of jellyfish. Giant. Is it normal for them to be out of this one? Washed ashore? The sea urchins do.
How do you get it to come out of the shell?
Super thin and
Sounds
super
good.
bit salty.
How do you get out of the shell?
Yeah, so they're a big boy there.
I'm not humming.
They just put it back and they slowly slip them. Or they'll just kind of move off of it if they don't really want it. Which is why you see like the
Can you pass
Oh!
Does he fit?
Yeah, it's too big for him. Too small for him. Do you know if that's a male or a female? Or can you tell it's a male? Oh, look at that.
That's rocket ship. Missing it though, the rocket is wider. Okay. Okay.
We're going to the dark room now.
Okay, so here's the dark room.
What do we have in here?
Some fish. There is jellyfish. There used to be an octopus in here. That's what we found.
Jellyfish are in song.
Fish. Oh, we found. Tell them that we found so much at the beach, but they were just clear.
Wow.
And they were like dead.
What is this? Is this
Jellyfish. Oh, this is what we found at the beach. Look, they were dead. On the sand.
They look so
And-
beautiful
and-
in
and
the
our-
water. They
and-
look so blobby.
And
on
when
the
we brought the
shore.
dog, Finn, our grandma's dog, he was licking them. We found one about that big.
Alright guys, we'll come back when we have a special guest with us to edit that picture. And we're back and we have
Jim, the artist,
and today we're going to be talking about iOS applications that will allow you to mask. It's the best one on Apple. It's a fantastic masking device, and I'll open the application now. You can get it in the App Store. It probably costs maybe about $1 or $2. And if Tommy zooms in,
Yeah.
we can see that is the icon for the application that we're going to be working
It's that
on.
balloon one.
Yeah, soundtrack. And we have soundtrack in different sports.
Okay, now I've opened it up, and what I'm going to do is we're going to go to our first project. So what I'll do is I'll open this up, and the first thing I want to do is, you might see I've already brought in some pictures, but what I'd like to do is I'm going to show you how to get to the pictures. You simply hit this plus sign and you hit photos. Now this goes to your camera roll, and the last picture I wanted to add here is this one. So now, as you can see, we have Jenna, who's set up in there. Now I'm going to show you what's amazing about this as far as masking goes. Is here is the icon for masking. Over here are masking tools themselves. So you pick a tool. These tools do all different things. Like, I'll show you an example. Here's one tool where you literally use it to paint things out. Now that's fine, it's kind of slow, but what would be really cool, don't you think, is if the application itself would remove everything without you having to work at it. So there is a tool, and it's a figure of a person up there. Now, Lexi, if you hit that person at the top, hit that,
Hit it?
and voila, it's all gone. You've masked her out. Now, that is like a year ago, you'd be working forever to get that cut out. But just by pushing that, so let's do it again. I'm going to bring back and show them how. And there it is. And what it does is it searches all the pixels. It decides what isn't a person, and it cleans it all out. That's pretty cool. Now, here's one other thing that's really neat about this is hair is one of the hardest things to deal with when you're masking, when you're cutting things out. And there's a tool here that if you want to get the hair and get it real close, but you don't, there's certain pieces of hair will stick out, but you'd like to get that fine hair. Then what you do is you just do this, and then hit the check mark. Go ahead, and you'll notice that now you can see the little fine hairs up here. You see that? That's where her hair is sticking out. Now here again, this application, it would take probably an hour with the Photoshop or the desktop type of applications. So this is really a very, very special tool. And I hope you guys remember this, because it's a great way to do layers and masking. Now I'm going to show you something else that's really cool. Is now we'll go back and we'll go up here to this tab. And this tab shows us other pictures that we have brought in. So for fun, I thought what we could do is cut these two out along with Jenna, and we're going to put you on a stage, and I'll show you how that works. So for the time being, so it's easier to work, what I'd like to do is I'd like to hide a layer so it's not getting in my way, but it's still there. So I've hit it. And we're going to hit this one now, and who is that? Lexi's. Now hit the masking. There, yeah, hit it, and then over here, select your tool. Okay, now go up to the top, remember?
I don't see
hit
anything.
That, and why aren't we seeing anything? Let's see.
So
okay,
tell them.
Cut.
Okay, I got it.
You know what happened? I accidentally hit her.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties there.
Okay, so yeah, what happened there is I accidentally hid her. So what I want to do is see these little marks here with the script through it. Mm-hmm. That means that it's hidden. So I hid Jenna, but I accidentally, while I was doing it, I hid the one that we're working on. So I'm going to go over here, hit her, and hit show layer. Do you want to do that? Hit show layer. There you are. Now remember, when we did this, we simply had a full picture of her, and what we did is we used that fantastic masking capability. Hit the brush so you can pick your tool again. Okay, go up, hit that, and voila, there it is. So now we go up here so we can keep track of our layers. So there's Jenna, she's hidden. Now here's Alexis, and she's by don't.
Oh, you gotta fix her.
And she's is there now, but we want to hide her because now we're going to work on the queen bee, and that is Grandma, and we want to show that layer. There she is. There she is. Now, here again, this might get a little tricky. For one reason, we're going to want to keep that spoon in there.
Crazy.
Now, when this automatic masking goes through, it won't see the spoon as part of her body. It'll so it'll probably erase it. But nonetheless, let's check it out. So I'm going to hit this. Hit your masking tool, Lexi. Then go up to there. And let's see, now we lost the spoon. So there's an easy way to add that on. We go to these different tools up here, allow us to paint it back. So what we'll do is we'll use this tool and we'll kind of use a soft brush so we can get it back. And I want to use a small brush because that spoon's going to be pretty small. And then now, do I want to erase or add? Now that would restore. See how it restores? So, do I want to restore or erase?
Restore.
I want to restore. So here's the button. And the thing that's funny about this button is that when it says plus, wouldn't you think it was going to add it back? But it's backwards. Yeah, I don't know why. But so I hit minus, it says erase. I hit plus, it's going to restore.
You mean minus means?
So I go over here, and do you want to do this? And get her spoon back. Go ahead. There you go. Very good. Now there's a little bit of stuff in here. And the best way to do that is to work real big. You know, this is like that Photoshop mix that we use, but it's much better. It's much quicker. Because, in Photoshop Mix, that app is, although it's good,
It's just a lot of things you have to do.
and you're there forever, right? This is much faster.
2 days almost.
Yeah, this is much faster. I mean, maybe 2 months. Easily. Maybe 2 years. Just to cut
One
something out.
picture.
And this does it like in what?
5 minutes?
2 seconds. Nothing to it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to paint that out. I'm sorry, you
I
gotta.
do it.
Okay.
I want to do it.
Okay, go ahead. You paint that out.
Oops.
There we go. And over here. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, it gets us up here. Okay, good. All right, so there we go. There we go. That's good enough for here. You might want to get rid of a little of this here.
I can do Grandpa. Watch. I'm
That's
an
the
expert
back
at
one.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll bring that back in. There's Grandma, right? Okay, now what I did is I thought, wouldn't it be funny to make a music group out
Jenna,
of...
listen.
Wouldn't it be fun to make a music group out of this, and what could that group be doing? So Grandma's orchestrating the group. So let's bring you back in. Let's bring Jenna back in.
Yay.
There you
No,
are.
why didn't you hide Grandma's layer?
In order to move things around, there's this thing called transition, and that allows you to move
Some
the
smaller-
person around. Okay. And
Look at Grandma.
now you got this one, and you're going to show that layer, and you're going to hit transition, and that transition allows you to move things around. Okay.
I'm the only one without legs.
And how would you like it? Tell me how you would like it. Do you like that setup?
I like it.
Okay. We can play with it.
Yeah, well,
Now here's the
I
fun.
think first we should add the background so that we can see what it looks like.
There you go. So here comes the background. We're
Yeah,
going
but
to
it's gonna
show
get
that
in the way.
layer, and there it is behind you
I
guys.
feel like you should put them on the
I
ground.
think we
So-
should put them more up.
Now we
Put them more on the
can.
ground.
I think we should put Grandma more towards the ground because she's orchestrating it.
Okay,
And
so
then have
well, let's do
sound check
it.
and different sports be more on the stage.
Yeah.
We could do
Well,
like
I'm
this.
big.
No, I feel like Grandma should be in the front.
Yeah, Grandma should be
Because
more.
She has that like thing.
Yeah,
What is
and the spoon's not even visible if Jonah's that big.
If I'm that big. Now it looks like she's slapping me in the face.
No, I think we should be behind her.
Oh well, let's
So
just.
we can see what she's
We'll
doing.
try one thing and let's finish
So we
it.
can
So
see when she's
the
Grandma's so
so the people that are watching
Understand.
aren't getting bored as we talk about minutia. All right, so here we go. We got the stage. Now you can do some really fun stuff here with the blending. It's called a blending mode. Now I'll show you how that works. It's really kind of fun. Let's take Grandma, okay? And if you hit layers, there's a area here called blend, okay? Now what you can do is really wild stuff.
You can, like, get over
start
it.
hitting different ones.
That looks weird. I think this one's the best because
Okay.
it's not like super like weird.
You're right.
That's the normal one that has no
agree.
filters.
All right. Now, let's say, for example, if we want to add a texture, add some color to it. So what we're going to do is go to layers, and what we're going to do is we want to add another picture. Okay, just for fun, we'll add a picture. Now, what can we add?
Add the Sandy Beach.
Add what?
Ben.
Ben.
Ben the master of sliding.
Well, with Ben, what we could do is we could cut him out and make him part of the group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's dancing. Do that one.
Okay.
The one
All
where
right.
he dances.
Okay,
Ben
so-
the master of sliding is the
No,
dancer.
that one.
Huh?
Do that
that one.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect.
There's
okay.
Ben the master of sliding, guys.
Okay,
Who's gonna
so
play?
now what we're gonna do is so we can work on this. See how confusing it
Look,
is.
it's so big.
So
Should we do
because-
like the cutting out
so
layers?
what we want to do is we're gonna hide a layer. We're gonna hide this one.
By me.
Hide her. Okay. Hide.
By her.
Okay. Now what we could do is go back to him. Now what do we want to do?
Take out the background.
Mask.
Mask.
So hit the mask. Right here. Hit the mask. Hit it. Okay, go over here to the masking tools. Hit it. Go up there. And cut them
That
out.
looks good
Isn't that
already.
cool?
But there's just a little more.
Now that looks
He's already
pretty
on.
good.
He's already on the stage.
Yeah, right. All right, so we want to bring the other
Perfect
people in
spot.
the group back. Do we
Yeah.
want to bring them back?
Yeah.
He looks
Okay,
so sad.
so here's Grandma now with the spoon. Hit show layer. Okay, next
Oh
one
god,
down.
he's so big.
Hit show layer. Hit show layer.
He's like the tiniest
Okay.
person there.
Now what we got to do is Tommy was saying.
We have to slow.
We want to figure out what would be the best way to make that look. So
we gonna
now
put
we
Tani
got
in it?
Ben and we got
Yeah.
her and we got you and we got
Grandma.
I don't know.
Granny.
We can make Ben
A dancer.
big background on Ben like he's coming out at us in the
He
audience.
looks so sad.
Or having Grandma hit him on the head. But
I think
that's-
that looks good.
I think that's a really cool picture.
He's like
So
running
anyhow,
in.
that is how you use a superimpose application. Like I said, it's one of the best that does best for masking on iOS. You won't find anything better. And so get it, play around with it, have a good time with it. And that's all from Art Jim, and we'll see you. We'll see you in a couple weeks with a new presentation. In order to see this, go to
Like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications.